they don't sit still. They can for legacy rendition, and also use that, keep that in the vehicle as well as some new innovative ideas. So I think the fact that you sort of not hold off is sort of a good thing for us. And again, this is sort of the business arm of the DJ Tour is very new. So it's nice to have some, again, weird space. I think shows maybe in a bit of a reactive state. Obviously, that's a pretty game. And this definitely seems like a very proactive move. To sort of get the guy to sort of lead away. Big studios or sponsors, you name it, that has to do with business. We play golf for a living, so there's a lot of things that he said that are very attractive in the game.
It's big. It's in guys like Arthur Blank in there.
Yes.
NFL fan myself. I know who he is, and being from Georgia, home base, Home Depot. It's awesome to have some of those guys in here because he's been around big business opportunities for a while. I've been part of the NFL, which is the best sport in the world from a monetary standpoint, and they're crushing it right now. So he's been on all sides of it. Just his expertise, his knowledge in that room, only helps us on the
All right, what up, everybody? Happy Choo-Chooosday. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got a decent amount of orders trickling in here, so we're gonna start working on those, and we're gonna see what the crew wants to get into today. Big new release day tomorrow as well, so I'm sure a lot of these are gonna be pre-orders. But let's also work on some things we can do today as well. I know we got some breaks from that we were working on last night that should be fairly close to filling tonight. Like that Hit Parade baseball. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for making it part of your Tuesday. And let's rock and roll.
Given that was his specialty over on the NFL side, I think he did a great job explaining kind of what he did there and what might translate, what he has to learn in the time being. And then, Jay's been awesome in this process too. I think those two together as they work.
All right, Niners and Contenders Optic off the board. Brewers A's gone in Inception 4. We got another fresh case of Inception up. Jeff gets the Niners in Contenders Optic 3. Jeff gets the Angels and Guardians in Inception 4. Scott gets the Pirates in Inception 4. Christopher picks up a full spot in the Mystery Crate. That's his second. Scott picks up Contenders Optic Football. He's got the Buccaneers in 1, 2, 3, and 4. And looks like the Niners in number 4. George picks up a bunch of stuff here. Gets the Braves in Inception 4. Royals in Inception 4. Rays in Inception 4. Gets the Browns in Spectra. That's a fresh case, by the way. And gets the Browns in Contenders Optic 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Thank you, George. We got Greg with the Mariners in Inception 4. Greg with the Marlins in Inception 4. Aaron with the Texans in Contenders Optic 1 and 2. Brian with the Saints in Contenders Optic 1 and 2. That's that hybrid product, if you're not familiar with it. It's like Contenders design, but a optic sort of look. All right, Alejandro with the Blue Jays in Inception 2, which I believe is Last Spawn Mojo. It is, so Jason's already got 2 breaks to do tomorrow. We'll find out when he's gonna go live tomorrow. All right, Adam George picks up Inception 4 Twins and gets a bunch of teams in Contenders 6. Trying to win some break credit there. Gets Panthers, Broncos. And Bills, Texans. Nice. Yeah, let's get that across the finish line. DY picks up Rangers and Giants in Inception 4. Adam picks up the Diamondbacks in Inception 4. Kevin gets the Cardinals and Rockies in Inception 4.
Hello, Joe.
Hello. And George gets the Reds in Inception 3. And we got Brian with the Contenders Optic 1, 2, 3, 4 Packers. 1, 2, 3, 4 Packers. Brian also gets Contenders Optic Jets in 1 and 2. Christian with the Astros in Inception 4. AJ with the Bengals in Contenders Optic 1. And gets Spectra Bengals. Darren picks up a spot in the Mystery Crate filler. We got 2 more to go, plus 2 full spots on that Mystery Crate. All right, that's all the orders I have. Predictably, a majority of the orders have been for the new releases. So hey, keep those pre-orders going. All right, as always, if you want to help us out in a different way, you can follow us on X. All right, don't forget to sign up for your text messages. Get some discount codes. You missed out on one last weekend if you haven't signed up. Subscribe to our channel as always. So thanks for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's all the orders I got. There are some breaks that we can close out tonight. That mystery crate is not as far away as you may think. The filler is in the football section. We got to move 2 full spots, which I'll link in the chat, and 2 fillers. And that'll help sell out the mystery crate. If you want to try to win some money off of us, Contenders Football, $500 break credit giveaway. And that break credit would come in handy for the mystery crate or the new releases. Still got the Falcons, Bears, Cowboys, Panthers, Jaguars, Raiders, Chargers, Patriots, Steelers, Niners, and Commanders left. Remember to get at least 2 teams to get an entry for that break credit. If we can get 2 to 4 more teams rolling, maybe the $40 Cowboys, $40 Packers, maybe the $40 Steelers, and like the, I don't know, the $70 Raiders or something like that. If we can get a few more teams knocked out, that would help the filler be a lot less expensive and fill the break a little bit more quickly. So I'll give everybody some time to get that done. I know we just got our day started, so let's say, we can get any break started at the bottom of the hour, but let's give it to the top of the hour. I think it's about 40 minutes. That should be plenty of time for people to decide whether they want to get those teams or not. What else? Obviously, we can fill up another case for Jason tomorrow. He'll be likely going live early. So there's 4 teams left in Pick Your Team 3. We got another fresh case loaded up. That's already down to 13. $15 White Sox, $40 Blue Jays, $40 Tigers, and then the $160 Padres are remaining here. So we can get another case lined up for Jason tomorrow morning. Contenders Optic Football, obviously. Another new release, Pick Your Team 1. Half case break is right there. It's a hybrid between the Optic sort of material, Contenders design, which I really like. So keep chipping away at that. That drops tomorrow as well. Spectra Football we can do today. That basketball we should do today. 1 spot gets you 2. We're only selling 5 of the 10 spots outright. This has been marinating on the site for a while. Let's get that done.
That combines an ultra-fast speed frame with a revolutionary AI interface. The future of iron performance is elite everywhere.
Yesterday, and it was really cool out, and then the fourth day with it picking up a little bit more, and it was like,
Thanks for the question. Start back here, Sarah.
yeah, I know that the small course is a little But at the end of the day, this is what I love about like majors. This is what I love about the game, that they test you every single way. And
All right, there we go. Jessen just picked up a spot in that basketball break. Yeah, let's get that done. That's kind of a longer break too, so it'd be nice to get that out of the way sooner rather than later. All right, so we're down to 4. So that link is in the chat. Jessen just got a spot. I'm sure he would appreciate a little bit of help. Let's get it rolling.
I'll finally do a break early. I'll probably be 12 tomorrow.
12? Okay. So Jason will be live 12 Pacific tomorrow. So we already have 2 new releases lined up. Right, why not add a third? All right, 4 left and pick your team 3. So we can add that to the schedule. And here are the Prism basketball retail boxes right here. All right, and I just want to highlight this basketball right here. And I'm going to keep harping on this until we sell this out. It's been marinating on the site for way too long, but listen, 1 spot gets you 2 teams, first off. Second, we're only selling 10 of the 15 spots outright. So we're only selling 10 spots, right? Half of those spots sold will win extra spots. That's another 2 teams. So I think that's a really good deal. In fact, Jessen just picked up a spot in this basketball break 5 minutes ago. So that's a little bit of momentum right there. If someone was thinking about it, maybe you can grab a spot right now, piggyback off of that order, and get it down to 3. That might inspire someone else to get a spot. And then before you know it, we're looking at Last Spot Mojo, we're looking at Breaksville. It's a fun little break. A lot of inserts, a lot of parallels, chasing a lot of the bigger names in this draft class. You know, the French guys, among others.
Consumer Cellular, ranking number 1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction. Hi, I heard from the customer guys that it's way better coverage than I do. Sounds like only coverage. And plan start at $20. Okay, first. Consumer Cellular, speak to me.
This is my deal day on the course.
Four left. Sells out the break. Prism Basketball Retail Edition. Let's get this out of the way, and then we can start focusing on some of the other breaks, some of the pre-orders. But we only have 4 out of 10 spots left. This will be a nice first break of the day. I've already got the bat signal out on X. Hopefully get that moving there a little bit. You can help us out by following us there and sharing that with your friends. One spot gets you 2 teams. Chasing after all these short prints, the occasional autograph, all card ship. And you got a chance at extra spots too, which is awesome. 50% of you. So it's a 15 spot break. We pulled 5 spots out. We're only selling 10 spots outright. Half of the spots that we sell are gonna get extra spots. And 1 spot gets you 2 teams. So you get some more teams. Link is in the chat. These are the best odds if you want to try to win extra spots. Those are the best odds on the site. You know, when we do fillers, like this is only 3 of the 32 spots are getting mystery crate spots, right? You know, even the break credit right here, that's a max of 16 entries. That's only 1 out of the 16 entries. All right, this is half of the spots are gonna get extra spots. Great odds. This is still only the top 6 out of 30 spots. So that's the best odds to try to get extra spots. So there's value in it. James got a spot a while ago. Ronnie, Greg, Kevin, Andrew, and Jessen just got a spot about 10 minutes ago. someone piggyback off of that order, that recent order, get us down to 3.
2008.
You know, I'll bet that next spot will go a little bit faster. I'll bet the second to last spot will go that much faster, and the last spot mojo will go even faster than that.
But first of all, we have just announced.
And then boom, we get it done. We get this out of the way. It's been marinating on the side for a little bit.
How do you react to?
Let's get cooking, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just really great
4 left.
for AT&T and all that they've done for us over the years. Be able to elevate my things that are sort of say for us. A great big deal for me. This makes this week even that big.
All right, so we're talking about how this massive breakout here last year, but looking back at your career, your first year in 2018, this was a little over $12,000. Yeah, you back to the exit tour, and then in 2023 into the top 10. So you worked your way up, but we really didn't know if that was going to happen. Now in 2023, and you just lined up 8 top 10s, 2 wins, over that just your career.
Yeah, I mean, my first couple years out of tour were really rough. I thought I was late multiple times. I really only went back to the school in 2018 because I already paid for second stage. I couldn't get my money back, so I was like, I guess I gotta go. $2,500 is a lot of money when you're not making very much of it. So, but I said, really great people around me, my husband, my coaches, my parents, that helped me believing in me when I didn't. And then, yeah, the last few years, I feel like I've gotten better every year.
right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we got a break that's pretty close. About 15 minutes ago, Jessen brought this break down to 4. Who wants to get it down to 3? Remember, we're giving away 5 spots. It's only a 15 spot break, so we're only selling 10 spots outright. Half of the spots will get extra spots. 1 spot gets you 2 teams. We unlock this 10 box break, Prism Basketball Retail Edition. A lot of parallels, the occasional autograph, a lot of fun stuff. Let's finish it. Let's get it done. It's been marinating on the site for quite a while. I would love to get this out of the way. I feel like those extra spots that we're giving away, it's got to move the needle for somebody. Gosh, the first order we got for this was over a week ago. Let's get this done. Let's get this finished. Oh, by the way, that Contenders I'm going to put into a filler. So if anybody wants to get teams, try to make that filler a little less expensive. That would be appreciated. 11 left in that. Actually, that filler price point won't be too bad, but I'll still give it to the top of the hour, as I promised. Pretty quiet in the chat today. I've been live about 40 minutes, not a single person has said hello, but orders have been coming in, so I'll take that. Now I'm gonna keep talking about this all night long until it sells out. 4 of 10 left. Sells out that basketball break. Get that off the site, clean it up. just 4 spots away from Breaksville. Half of the spots that we sell are gonna get extra spots, and 1 spot gets you 2 teams. Sells out this 10-box break right here. We did have a recent order for that. Jessen just picked up a spot about 20 minutes ago. So if someone wants to piggyback off of that order, we can get that done. You know, someone could piggyback off of that. Next thing you know, we'll be Last Spot Mojo and we'll be in Breaksville. Hey Oliver, what's going on? So that contender is going to go into a filler in about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, or less than 15 minutes. That Prism retail break, just 4 of 10 left. Half of the spots that we sell are going to win extra spots. It's 50% chance at getting an extra spot. Best odds you'll see for something like that on jaspyscasebreaks.com. More importantly, sells out this break that's been marinating on the site for quite a while. Let's get cooking. Let's get it on the grill. Let's fire up the grill. Let's get cooking on this. Sell it out. Let's make it happen. And you're gonna hear me talk about this all day tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't go till tomorrow, but I'm gonna talk about it until it sells out. Prism basketball down to 3. We're down to 4, that is. Let's get it down to 3. Who wants to get us down to 3? I'm not saying, hey, get 4 spots. I'm just saying, just get 1 spot. Someone get 1 spot. 1 spot gets you 2 teams. Got a chance to win another spot. Could be another 2 teams. That's 4 teams right there.
That way,
All right, 4 left, ladies and gentlemen. We are very close to getting this done. Very close to making this our first break of the day. I want to make this the first break of the day. If you want to make this the first break of the day, grab a spot. Grab 2 spots. Let's get it rolling.
Everyone is watching Choo-Chooosday. No one was having a conversation. The first 2 days were really tough. It was like the organ was playing, no music was going on. It was just crazy show. So I had a friend that went to the he said like Japanese people, I mean it's just they're locked in. Every event it was like going back. Everyone in our section, we all lost the
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull a spot out of here. I'm gonna bake that. As desperate times calls for desperate measures, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna pull a spot out of the Prism basketball break, and I'm gonna put it into the contenders filler. And doesn't look like anyone's placing orders, so I'm gonna do that contenders filler a little bit early, 5 minutes early. I don't think anyone's gonna object. Speak now, forever hold your peace. All right, so I've got the contenders in a filler right now. So I've pulled the remaining teams out. So there's the score blaster box we got to do to unlock that. Top 11 will get teams, and as a bonus, the 12th name down is going to get a spot in Prism basketball.
It's 100 acres with a
So maybe that'll move the needle for some people right here. All right, so there you go. So we got that contenders in a filler now. That's the blaster box. Right, so not only are we giving away 11 contenders teams, giving away 5 blaster box spots. We're only selling 27 of the 32 spots outright. 5 of those spots will get extra spots. And if you're not in the top 11, the 12th spot will get something. If you don't get a team, you'll still get a Prism basketball retail spot, which is an $80 value. So top 11 will get teams, right? That's the main chase here. But then there's a little consolation prize down there if you're on the outside looking in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? And the 12th spot will get the Prism retail spot, which gives you a shot at another extra spot and another team. Then that cuts it down to 3. And you've got a shot at, what else do you have a shot at? You have a shot at break credit too. Let's say you buy 3 spots in that blaster, and the blaster box price is not crazy. $38.99. right? So the blaster box price not too crazy. Buy two. I guess you can buy 2 spots. You could win another spot. You could win 2 teams, right? That'll give you an entry for break credit. Then that 3rd spot could help you win the Prism basketball spot. You could win another spot there. That you might end up with 4 teams in this Prism basketball break. So a lot of good things happen if you just buy a spot. So give it a shot. And that's, you know, for pick your teams, those are always last fillers, no more full spots. I know we got a big new release day tomorrow, but you know, let's at least get a couple things done today. Obviously, keep your pre-orders going as well. All right, nice. Alan's gonna work on the mystery crate filler. There you go. Thank you, Alan. Trying to breathe some life into this evening here. So get to spot there. And get to spot in the Hit Parade baseball filler. That's inching closer as well. So for that, if you're keeping track at home, we're planning on 2 more fillers and some full spots. All right, so this is down to 29 right now. So if you want to help out Alan, if you want to piggyback off of his order, let's get this filler going. That Hit Parade baseball could happen tonight as well. 2 fillers, 5 more full spots. Or it could be 3 fillers, 0 full spots. Or it could be 1 filler and 11 full spots. We can pivot however you want to go. Marco, hello, good evening. All right, so, and Alan also got a spot in that mystery crate filler. That's also 2 more fillers and 2 more full spots. That's pretty close to filling as well. But if you want to help Alan with with those fillers, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I just loaded up the filler for the mystery crate, or for the contenders, that is. You even have a chance to win a Prism basketball spot in there as well, if you're outside of the top 11. If you win 2 teams, yes, you will get an entry for break credit in the main break. Yeah, at some point we will, Marco. I think we want to clear the runway for Contenders Optic Football. But after that, once we work through some of those, then I think we'll start. Then we'll think about posting that second half of that Phoenix. Thanks for getting in though, Marco. I know not all the time these breaks are going to be gangbusters, but we'll get them next time. That's the plan. And if someone wants to get us started on that blaster box, that would be awesome. Maybe I should put this out on social media here. There you go. Yeah, you know the game. You know the ups and downs. All right, so we got a lot going on this blaster box. A lot can happen. if you want it to happen. That Score Blaster box, right? First of all, if you buy a spot at $38.99, you could win another blaster box spot, right? With those 2 spots, you could win 2 teams. You can win the Falcons and the Cowboys. So if you win those 2 teams, that's an entry for $500 of break credit in the main contenders break. How about that? We also mixed in a Prism basketball retail spot. We got to try to. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. We got to get that moving here. So if someone wants to get us started on that blaster box, that would be awesome. And of course, you can follow us on social media and share that post with your friends and family and your followers. Maybe we can get some breaks moving. I know everyone's waiting on the new releases tomorrow. I get it. But there are at least a few things we can get done today. Prism basketball, right? Contenders football, and we got an outside chance at the Mystery Crate and Hit Parade baseball. I mean, that would be a really nice day, especially the night before a new release, for a big new release day. That would be fun to do. So now Alan's order was only our first order in the last 45 minutes. So we're gonna need a little more action if you want to get something done tonight. So you know where to go, jaspyscasebreaks.com. Browse around, grab some spots, let's get something going here. We have not done anything today. We're about an hour into the show. Would love to get something going. I feel like the first quarter of the show is always somewhat important, right? Look at yesterday. We got some breaks started off in the day, and then that set the tone for the day, and then we were breaking relatively consistently throughout the evening. So I think we can do that here, right now. But we need some people to step up. Nice. Joseph looking ahead to tomorrow. Gets Contenders, Optic Football, Bills 1, 2, and 3. I think they're still available in break 4, Joseph, if you are interested in getting them in all 4 of our breaks. All right, anyone else?